So in this podcast, I just wanted to touch more not about the politics, but I wanted to how to promote, encourage Indo-American community. So based on that, in your journey, what are the challenges you see for the Indo-Americans running for the offices? It may be any office. So what are the challenges in your view the Indo-Americans face?
I think it depends on where they are running and what they are running for. So if you've never run for office before and you decide you're going to run for Congress or governor, it's going to be an uphill battle, right? I think one of the things that I had to my advantage was that I had served as a state legislator in the House and then the state Senate. And so I had a base of support in my district of non-Indian Americans. My district is predominantly not Indian American. It's 90% not Indian American, right? 10% that are South Asian. That's a significant amount for any district. But generally, you're not going to be running in an area predominantly Indian American. So, how do you, appeal to non-Indian Americans, and how do you have that base of support? One of the things I've found in the Indian American community is that Indian American people, generally, we are pretty generous when it comes to donating to candidates who are running. I had a lot of support from Indian Americans across the country, and really just South Asians generally across the country. The Nepalese community was very supportive as well, for instance. And, having that is really helpful too. But when you run without the infrastructure, and no matter how much money you have, it's not going to work out. And so I always tell candidates, if you've run before, and lost, you keep at it. Keep trying to find where you are needed, but also have a good reason to run, and then have that sort of base of support. Find people who are in the Indian American community, but also not in the Indian American community, and try to see if you can get their support early on. Endorsements are really important too. So there's a lot to say there, but the biggest challenge I think I've seen a lot of Indian Americans lose because they really come in and they aim for the top. They aim for an office that is very difficult to win. They get into a primary and then they lose, and they don't really do the work in advance to set up that base of support. And so, maybe they get the funds to run, but they don't get the rest of the things you need to win.
Wow, that's a great point you have added, Suhas. Especially 90% being non-Indo-Americans, and you are winning since 2019. So if you see your journey, it's only like 5 years, right? Almost 5 years you have seen the legislative office, you have seen the state Senate, and now you are Congress. So that's really, really amazing. And I also see Jennifer is being like, she is setting you as her legacy. That itself says how much you have the strength in the community. If I were to ask you, what is the district total strength in your district?
Oh, like what is the strength of my district? We have, I saw a ranking the other day of the median income of congressional districts, and this was one of the top 5 most wealthy and successful districts in the country. But we have people who have done really well. They have big estates in Loudoun County. We have people who live in the suburbs in these beautiful single-family homes, and then we have people who simply can't afford to live in this region, but have to because they have good access to jobs here. My constituency spans the entire sort of spectrum, all of whom are important. They contribute a lot to our economy, to our country as well. Many are former military and veterans, and many are government contractors or federal civil servants themselves. And so they contribute a lot directly to our country and to our economy. And so we have a really dynamic constituency. Dulles Airport, many museums like the Smithsonian, many different businesses that have moved out here, satellite companies, IT companies. And it's one of the most dynamic districts in the country, and you'll overmeet. I encourage everyone to come visit Loudoun County, Prince William County. Even Fauquier and Rappahannock have a lot to offer. And it's very lucky. I feel very lucky to be able to represent a district like this.
So Washington, D.C. also comes into your purview, or it's different?
No. It's Northern Virginia. It's Loudoun County, a little part of Fairfax, and then Prince William County, Rappahannock, and Fauquier County. So the Dulles Airport region.